Okay guys, let's get the party started. So hello and welcome everybody to the channel, and let's go right away into it. But before we are going to start, remember that this video is not financial advice. Now, 4-hourly time frame for Kaspa. Let's start with TA. So we've got this happening, guys. All right, Kaspa is basically holding perfectly, well, almost perfectly, but it is holding this mid-range of that channel that is basically upward move on a zoomed out picture that I'm going to show you in a bit. Okay, so the first things first that Kaspa is going to have to basically, well, follow, you guys have to anticipate, I believe, is the fact that Kaspa will have to break this downtrend, well, short-term downtrend, as you can see on 4-hourly time frame. Then things are going to look definitely much more bullish. However, on 4-hourly time frame, well, stochastic RSI is showing us this, that can potentially be a little pump towards the upside, and Kaspa hopefully is going to break, towards this downtrend on a daily, but that's obviously a short term. We are going to talk about long term shortly. Okay, we're actually going towards it now. So daily time frame, guys, this is what's going on for the daily time frame. Okay, on a daily time frame, stochastic RSI, well, pretty much almost bottomed out. So what we are going to have to wait for is probably, well, these two lines crossing, and now scenario number one, couple of waves in that area, or straight up, reversal of the momentum and going towards the upside. Let's actually pull out MACD, which is a also simple indicator, and MACD is basically showing us bearish momentum. Okay, so potentially we could see couple of waves in here in that area, and Kaspa could probably be very boring on a daily time frame. So looking now on a weekly time frame, guys, let's pull out the MACD one more time. So this is what's going on if it comes to MACD, guys. All right, I'm not going to say it is juicy, because it isn't, at least from the standpoint of TA. However, we do have to wait most likely for these big exchanges listings such as Coinbase and Binance, and also, guys, actually these meme coins to be listed somewhere. Okay, I'm not going to get into KRC ecosystem, but you get the point, right? Kaspa is basically waiting for the utility, and the reason why lots of money should be shuffled through Kaspa's ecosystem, that basically is just like a baby. It's just a newborn ecosystem, I believe. But now, guys, let's have a look at the liquidity for BTC. Obviously, looking at this is very important, because that is going to drive the whole market. So 48-hourly heat map. Now we've got liquidity that is sitting below the current trading price, well, actually below 63k, and to be exact, around 62,600. So price of BTC could technically dip towards these levels. So technically liquidity could be grabbed in here, and then we've got another level that is 65. Okay, so we could have some volatility in the next 2 days, let's say, for BTC. And where is that going to put Kaspa at? Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat you and tell you that this is great, because Kaspa might not gonna see that pump. Who really knows, to being honest with you guys? All right, long-term picture, it looks very good. However, on short time frame, guys, we do have to anticipate, well, probably breaking out this trend and closing above this level of a resistance, and hopefully flip it into support at 17 cents, and then we are going to reevaluate the charts of Kaspa. Now, guys, looking at a couple of macro charts that hopefully are going to help us to determine of where Kaspa is. Okay, let me actually have a look at orders on a weekly. Okay, so this is total crypto market cap, that is excluding top 10 on a weekly time frame, guys. All right, so first things first, let's start with these bottom indicators. Okay, a weekly time frame is showing us this. Okay, but obviously we can have a couple of waves in here if the momentum is strong, and that momentum is changing, as you guys currently can see. We are going to experience something very bullish if it comes to MACD, hopefully sooner rather than later. So I'm pretty sure that lots of people are shaking their pants, because lots of altcoins and other projects basically are pumping. However, Kaspa doesn't necessarily pump as much. But we have to remember that the whole market cap on a weekly, well, obviously excluding top 10, is at this level. So altcoins are sitting above 0.236 zone of Fibonacci extension. Okay, and the next level is going to be 0.382, blah blah, right? But what I'm trying to get at is altcoins haven't even went towards this level, which is local high for alts. Okay, not mentioning about all-time highs, and of course not mentioning about expansion and new price discovery for all altcoins. So I believe we still have a lot of time for Kaspa's pumps to come. I don't know exactly when this is going to happen, but obviously talking about it makes me feel much better, and I'm pretty sure that it makes you feel much better as well. Anyways guys, let's have a look at this chart. That is total crypto market cap, that is excluding Bitcoin, on a 2-weekly chart, and this is created by Mr. Prof, so big shout out. Now RSI reclaimed. Looks like altcoins have something big planned for us. History doesn't repeat itself, but often rhymes. And I know guys, I feel a little bit bored talking about it as well, to being honest with you, but for some reason I find these charts interesting because the money is there basically, right? And I believe that all of you guys are coming here for money, so hopefully you have some fun in here. Now what we are seeing in here in that long-term support is that altcoins basically saw a huge pump towards the upside. Maybe it's not huge like the previous cycle, the proper cycle, but that was just a first leg up that we saw in a Q4 last year. And most likely, in my opinion, again, not financial advice, this might gonna occur again. And if it will, Kaspa potentially is going to experience another pump, guys. But again, I don't know if it will, okay? And please make sure that you don't degen into Kaspa when it's going to be at $1, $2, $3. And again, I don't know if it's going to be at these prices. So make sure guys that you buy the dip and take out some profits, okay? Nobody never ever got poor taking out profits. Anyways, this is a monthly chart. BTC appears to be forming a head and shoulders pattern on the inverted chart, and the breakout is going to occur most likely at around 75k first and then moon, okay? And 127,000 is a minimum target for this breakout according to Mr. Titan. And guys, I would like to remind to everybody that inverse head and shoulder is a bullish pattern. Now we've got altcoins, that is everything that is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum on a 5-daily chart. So on 5-daily chart we had this downtrend broken, that's great, and Mr. Titan is pointing out that now is not the time to sleep on alts, and this 5-day chart speaks volumes. So MACD, we've got a bullish crossover and we've got break outside of this trend, guys, okay? So this is very clear to me at least. And also Bitcoin dominance on a weekly time frame. Mr. Titan is saying that alts are about to moon, as Bitcoin dominance looks set to drop sharply from the rising wedge, and that's without even mentioning the weekly RSI bearish divergence in play, guys. So we've got bearish divergence in here for RSI on a weekly, and also we've got this rising wedge, okay? So that could potentially mean, based on the technicals, that this thing is going to drop like heck, and hopefully Kaspa is going to pump at this time. But also guys, I hope that you are holding not only Kaspa, because if Kaspa isn't going to see huge pumps, then what, right? Please make sure guys that you also invest into strong altcoins, and I'm not going to tell you which altcoins, okay, because I have invested into quite risky altcoins as well, okay? I've got some safe plays and I've got some risky plays, all right? Just make sure that not the whole bag of yours is allocated into Kaspa. Anyways, let's check this out. Bitcoin rally it is. It looks like BTC has made its choice. Rally defying expectations of a rectangle. If you are going to look at a zoomed out picture, you can clearly see the fact that BTC haven't dipped below this very important support that basically started in here at the end of 2022. That was the start of this current bull cycle, okay? So even if dips like that are happening, this is basically a blessing, because we can buy more and sell after each leg up as we go in this cycle. That's it, what I've got for you today, and as always, peace and love crypto.